So I happened to, I accessed it. So I saw that in his name, there was some adult content. So I called him and I said, but why are you watching adult content? In your name, there is adult content. There is a limitation to it, but yet it is an adult content because he has not registered himself under kids section, because that would be like really cartoons, and since he is 16 years old, he's not interested in cartoons certainly. So he said, he was very offended, and he said, no, I will never watch it. It is Papa who made the mistake, and he added in my thing whatever he was watching in terms of 18 plus is added by mistake by him in my account, and I would never watch it. Mama has said it is not for me. I'm only 16 years old. So that is where I feel that parenting really makes a difference. He's just conscious. He has access. He has equal access to his parents' ID and content, but he is conscious that since he is 16 years old, he is not supposed to watch. So I feel that would be one of those slow and steady success stories where we can inculcate in our children the right and the wrong, that consciousness. Thank you.
At a much later stage. Summarizing all this, let's start with the beginning. I think over a period of time, we don't seem to remember that parenthood is a very important part of a person's life. Parenthood just comes by the way, at least in our own country. We have picked up all the horrible things from other countries and not this, because abroad they actually counsel people who are going to become parent, because parenthood is a huge responsibility. So it's a state of being a parent which begins when one has a child by birth or adoption, because child will bring huge dramatic changes. It will bring emotional change, it will bring every other environmental change in the life of the parent, and subsequently, gradually in the life of the child. That is where parenting begins, to have a child, which people don't realize. Raising a child is more than a day-to-day, it's a lifelong. So it's not easy that you say, okay, child is now 3-year-old, 3 plus, as ma'am all said, send the child to school. And that's the end of the responsibility. Of course, you have to feed the child, you have to clothe the child, you have to pay the fees. Not involved. Because sometimes parent, as somebody also said that as a guilt, we buy expensive things for them. Sometimes beyond the means of the parent, just to satisfy that guilt that they have, not realizing that is the first wrong lesson parents teach the child, that you will get what you want whether I can afford it or not. And that is where they need to stop. That's the first step of parenting they need to do. Then of course, emotional care, which is a very, very important part, and everything else gets connected to it. It is love, guidance and support. Now love is of course hugging the child, being physically close to the child, or showing love in many ways. Guiding the child, even your 6-month-old, 1-year-old, 18-month-old, 2-year-old, even to tie the laces of the child, you need to guide the child to tie his or her own laces, to wear clothes, even at 1.5 or 2 years. What we do till 3 years, we do everything for the child. नहीं बेटा तुमको नहीं पहनना था, हम पहनाएंगे, अच्छा तुम खा नहीं पा रहे हो, से हम खिला देंगे. And suddenly when the child goes to school, then you want the child to become a perfect independent person. Now you go to school, you have to do everything yourself, you have to do this, you have to sit in the class, listen to the teacher, hold your pencil, sit there for hours or whatever time the teacher says. How the child is going to do? But till 3 years you've done everything for the child. From feeding the child, अच्छा नहीं कर ये सो जाओ, अच्छा ये हो रहा है ये कर लो, अच्छा हम ये करते. So we are instructing, we are like, child is like a robot with us. And then suddenly the child is out there in that big world which we call school. And that's where things start going wrong. Because the parent hasn't prepared the child to go to school. That's the first step which goes wrong with it. Then, see, child is an individual. Though the child in DNA will have some qualities of the parent, a little bit of aggression, a little bit of emotionalness or whatever. But child is a unique individual. So child needs the support. Even if a child gets angry, throws something, so need to understand what is behind it, how to overcome if there's a negative emotion in the child, if it has come on its own, or is it through the parent. As we move forward, we can talk about it. So support is very important, and positive support we are talking about here. Because these are the things which will inculcate the life skills required for success or failure. And it will be too late when your child is 20-year-old and child has either failed or succeeded. You can't wait for 20 years to know whether you are a good parent or not. You have to know right there, are you going to be a good parent or not? So we are talking about human life. So this is where it really starts. So when we're talking of, we're talking about a counseling session. We have to start from there literally for the parent. This is what you need to do, start from here. Like you have a little sapling, you plant it, you water it, you look at it, you can even talk to it. And then you put it in the sun for some time, you add some manure lovingly, and then gradually it grows into a bigger plant, and then it becomes a tree. So child is something like that. You want it to grow into a warped, dwarf tree, lopsided, or shed its leaves very soon, be failure, emotionally weak child, because somewhere something has gone wrong with the child. There are so many cases we've heard. So here, school is not at fault, and school can't do what parent can do. We need the parent to understand. School can never substitute for parent. We all remember. We'll always say, my mother was like this, so she did this, so I do this. People have shared, and I'm sure each one of you have a story to share. My father was like this, my grandfather, so my father would do this in front of the grandfather, grandfather will tell him, he will not answer back. So you're doing a lot of things like that. So somebody says we talked a lot of these kind of things. So support, guidance and all these things are very, very important. Now, if you're a good parent, you feel proud of your child. You feel happy when the child does well, achieves well, or does something which you feel as a child has really achieved. It's a small child, baby, say 18 months or 1 year, toddler. They learn to walk, they learn to stand. Look at the happiness on the young parent's face. So that's also parenting, achievement, happiness. Then they hug the child. So there's so many things which are happening. And then through the child is like a prism through which the parents see the world. And they need to see the right world at the right time. And it is the child which again contributes to a productive, healthy marriage. Because there are two people involved, mother and the father. And then the child is the center of the universe. So they need to, this will be a reward of being a parent. So we won't say good or bad, but being a parent. And they will feel a great sense of, as I said, when your child is 20, 21, has cleared the CLAT exam, has got into a law college, then you have that sense of accomplishment. My daughter, my son is this. We feel proud because probably we have done right parenting. So I won't say bad or good parent, but a right parenting to teach the child that life skill to achieve that. So there are a lot of things we can share here. I have 2 children, a daughter and a son, and both have done well for themselves. And my son was not very good in studies in school. He was okay. But I never told him that you are not, my daughter used to always get general proficiency prize. But I never told him that you should also get. Because that's the worst thing we do is compare siblings. And this we see every day in our school. उसका बड़ा भाई तो बहुत अच्छा है, ये नहीं पढ़ता है, पढ़ती है, or some story like that. All the time it is happening. Relatives are discussing. वो देखो IIT में हो गया, तुम्हारा कैसे होगा? The child is still in 12th or 11th. Already child is feeling that pressure of being compared to some cousin in the family who's, I don't know whether the child is brilliant or gave the right answers at the right time. I'll say it like that. So it's not brilliance who gets into IIT. Because they're heading a hospital. So somewhere they have done well. So we have no contribution as teachers. Parent. So it's a lot of parenting which happens all the time, everywhere. And we need to understand. So parent, first they need to be emotionally mature. And they have to be responsible for the child. Child's needs are first before there is. As a baby, we do that. Baby is hungry, feed the baby, baby is sleepy, baby put the. But after some time, what happens? Parents stop thinking, my child has come from school, let me find out, talk to the child. Okay, but what happened? What did you do in the break? It takes 5 minutes. But how many parents do it? People say they don't have time. You can do it sitting on the dining table or you are, whatever you're doing, sitting on the bed for 5 minutes. What did you do? Who are your friends? Acha, who was absent in the class? Acha, what happened? Acha, so and so was unwell. Child has a connection. That's enough. Those couple of minutes for parents. Because, and if a child is a little sad, unhappy, we talk about depressions in children these days. We never heard it in our times. We never had depression. I don't know that one tight slap was enough to drive away all the depression. Yeah, we don't have. So what happens is children, they feel low because they have depression. So child feels low. So we need to talk to the child, which we don't. Yeah. But what happens is when nobody talks, and let me tell you this physical environment, academic environment, or whatever you talk, everything is connected to emotion. Everything. Now suppose the child is at home and feeling very hungry, Mama, I want to अच्छा रुको अभी डिनर टाइम है 1 घंटा लगेगा 1 घंटे के बाद मिलेगा 2 घंटे के बाद मिलेगा. Now this is a normal speech. Parents don't realize it. For them it's like I said, अच्छा अभी मैं busy हूँ मार्केट जा रही हूँ आके खाना बनाएंगे या maid will come she'll cook and order do all that. So we are not able to provide what we need to, and there is a basic physical need we need. So this is how the things start. So everything is connected to emotion. So child feels ignored emotionally. The child is not getting that little bit of food or snack, or you give some drink to the child, milk or whatever you can give. In fact, somebody talked about discipline. So a good discipline would be that you space out even the food needs. See, adults don't need food for 5-6 hours. We can do without it. But children, there's so much of energy and they're using that energy. They need it every 2 hours, something or the other. So this is what also is very important and connects greatly to emotion. And this can even result in aggression in later in life. Because child has gone through a similar kind of thing. And there are a lot of emotions which are getting bottled up. A child cannot speak against the parent, but child can feel it. And it happens. Many of us means we people grown ups, may have that warpedness in personality because of such small issues which may have happened in a much earlier life. So this, and you know you're a good parent, you know everything. It's a lifelong process. Today my daughter is 31. She's in Canada. She still talks to me once a day. She talks to me when she's low. Now you'll say about 31-year-old woman. She's married. Why does she need a mother? Why does she need to talk to her? But it goes on. Sometimes you have to keep on talking to them, counseling to them. It keeps happening. So you can't stop somewhere. Okay, now child is going to school. हमारा काम खत्म हो गया ना. School has to do it. School can't do your job. Then we are not needed. Then the society wouldn't have been like that. Either you would have taught everything job to do, which is a lifelong job. Something happens to it and it goes wrong. It doesn't happen the right way. So parenting means helping children to develop, knowing what to do. Parents need to stop pushing. Now what happens, as somebody was saying, you talked about that PCM. Why are you pushing your child for something child is not able to? Or there are some over-eager parents. Now child is 3-year-old, child is going to school. अच्छा स्विमिंग भी सीख लो, हॉर्स राइडिंग भी सीख लो, अच्छा हाफ एन आवर यहाँ भी चले जाओ, यहाँ भी है taekwondo also you go, gymnastic भी कर लो. The child is, let the child breathe and let the child be ready. There's a whole lot of time for it. Let child enjoy, let child savor what the child is enjoying, having. Okay, if a child likes dancing, music, let the child do that. Or child likes painting. Now you can't force everything down. These are some over-anxious parents also. Then what happens? Child develops a kind of aversion to everything. Then child doesn't want to do. And the child will do it maybe when the child is 30-40 year old. Then the thing will surface. You know a lot of people who learn music at the age of 40-50 also. Because either they couldn't do or it was overdone. So either of the ways, you have to make sure that your child is ready. Like Pam was saying, you were telling, some time back, the parent came and he said, अच्छा अब इसको कितना पढ़ना आ गया अब आगे पढ़ाएंगे तो पैसे देंगे. So You're quantifying. You're quantifying the education. Why are you doing that? Let your child be ready for it. Initially, you don't even need to teach them alphabet and numbers. Let them dance, music, enjoy. Expand their horizons. See what is there. Let the child know there's a light. It's a spotlight. Doesn't know the joy. The father is teaching the child how to knot the tie. So these are things which should be. So child is like your follower. You have to keep on doing so children can follow. So we are constantly talking about the parental part of it. Now meeting the child's needs, we all know. We are parents, look after food, clothing, shelter, look after their safety, health, teach them some basic language when they're babies. So they teach them. If the child doesn't know how to speak, so child copies the parent. As somebody says, we don't know who taught them the language. That's not be gender-wise. So it can be mother, father, family term. So whatever they speak, they learn to speak the same. And I want to share with you, I had gone to England, and in this school, I found an English language lab. And the child, small I think, 2 grader child, and the 2 children, and there was a teacher, and they were learning to read English. So I was just talking, I said, oh, they really need to because they are speaking English all the time. She said, that's a mother tongue. But they can't read it. So it's not that, like we want to make them very British the first day only. So take care, they know the mother tongue, so we need to explain it to them. And then we go on to teach them. English is a foreign language, so you have to learn it. And then if you learn to speak like a native, then it's your achievement. If you can't, it's okay. You should never be embarrassed of now. Chinese will never learn English because they don't want to. They'll keep speaking in Chinese. If you go to China, I'm warning you, you'll have to learn Chinese before you go. Nobody's going to understand what you say. Mandarin, you'll have to learn and speak about it. Then, of course, intellectual growth. So, as we said, everybody agreed that we need to take a strong, parents need to take a strong interest in the schooling of the child. What do you do? What are you doing? Who's your teacher? Who's your friend? What time you have your break? Okay, let's see your bag. Is it clean? Let's clean your bag. Let's cover your book. Something like that. And mat baat karo usse. Many times parents will say, Kyun? How to get along? Don't tell the child how not to get along. Because the child has to go out in the world, he'll have to talk to many people, doesn't like the face off. In marketing, people do that. You have to smile, hello sir, hello ma'am. Yeah, this is a product, I'm sure you're going to love it. You may not, the person is very rude to you, still you keep talking. You may not like the person. So this is a life skill you need to learn, how to get along with people. It's an art which parents should begin teaching. And school will be supportive of it, as we are talking. School is an extension of helping in empowering life skill. If child has already learned, it will be easier for child to pick up further for what the child is learning at home. Also, for them to love and be loved. It's a very strong emotion. See, I don't know in India how many, but few of us keep pets. Okay, few of us keep pets, but in dog. And before they keep a dog, they're also given a session on how to look after a dog. So it's not that you bring a dog and say dog is also having feelings. So it's very important because dogs give unconditional love. And they train their babies to play with the dogs, live with them, and they'll say, wash your hands, do so many things. But we are so stereotyped with so many things that we are not allowing child to have a pet. And dog, because it has unconditional love, and dog will play, the puppy will play. So there are a number of videos which you see with babies playing with puppies and all. They are the first lessons of love, unconditional love children learn. So they feel they can do it here, they can do it with other people. This is fostering positive emotions in children. And that's a very important part of parenting, fostering positive emotions in children, which we need to do. Time, मैम वो कल ये हुआ था, आज ये नहीं हुआ, कल नहीं हुआ, अच्छा वो कल एब्सेंट था, क्या मिस हो गया, आज ही करा दें उसको, सब हो गया, याद हो जाएगा. So many things.
Specific term is helicopter parents.
Helicopter parent, helicopter.
They get up from one place and sit up.
Yeah.
Land up for
So we're doing that. These are the overprotective, over-attentive. So they are also suppressing the personality of the child, creating more problem than anything. Building strong relation with your child. This is very important. You have to trust your child. The sign of true great parenting is parent behavior. It's the parent's behavior which determines how the child will grow up. What will be the life skill of the child? Will the child be success and failure will depend on that. Thank you.
Have emphasized some of the major challenges, parenting challenges nowadays. I have briefed some of these points, like scarcity of time, or failure in imparting moral values. Third is imbalanced life. Fourth is lack of emotional bonding. And this panel has given some solution how to resolve. And the panel has also suggested the counseling of parents in a school campus. So some of the schools in Delhi, NCR and metro cities, they have started parenting workshop in their schools, and they are getting good experience as well as result of these workshops. And Rita ma'am, she has suggested to involve parents in these kind of workshops, so we will definitely consider her opinion, and next time we will invite parents as well. Thank you so much, ma'am. And panel, so we have recorded this panel. So let me inform you that in our Tech Observer media portal, so we have certified 10 lakh viewers per month. So we'll definitely circulate this video panel on our media portal. So all viewers, those who are in that our subscribers, so they will definitely get benefit out of it, and we'll make a report and we'll submit it to MHRD as well. Thank you so much for giving such a important opinions and such a nice session. Thank you so much, ma'am. So we will have a small break, tea break, and after that we will start with some activity. And I am very much thankful to Matific to power this Edu Leader Summits and Awards 2019. Thank you, Viva ma'am. So we'll
Yes, ma'am. Actually, principal ma'am is not in school.
My name is Vibha Mahajan and I am the country head for Matific. He is my colleague Ankit Sahu. He is the zonal manager for North India, and therefore he looks after the state of Uttar Pradesh as well. Matific is basically at 50 countries across the world, and it's available in 45 plus world languages, including few Indian languages such as we have Matific in Tamil, we have it in Hindi, we have it in Marathi, and of course English is there with the program. All of you will, after you see what it is, you will love the product. One wouldn't have come across such a wonderful product for maths learning for kids. It's focused on children from nursery. Let's go through it. Good to show to you the status of maths learning in the country. Of course, this is for the government schools. This survey was there, and we picked it up from there. State-wise, it shows that only 20% of the children across India, children in grade 3 in government schools, are able. There are, if you look at how important maths is for our children today, there are about 12 lakh students who appear for the IIT JEE exam every year. So a lot of seekers for the IIT JEE exam, and then there are so many other entrance exams for getting into engineering, for banking services, etc. All of them require math skills. We have 10 lakh students that pass out of engineering schools every year. Obviously, doing engineering requires math skills. There are 200, we were talking about artificial intelligence, data science, etc. There are 200,000 jobs being created every year on these newer skills, not just in India but across the world. So maths is a very, very important subject if one wants to get into any of these. Well, maths is also a subject that causes a lot of anxiety and fear amongst the children. It becomes a phobia, and if it does, it becomes a phobia right from the childhood. So once a child starts, fearing maths, that fear doesn't go away throughout the life skill of that child, unless somebody puts in some very dedicated effort, to bring the child out of that fear. But in very early stages and ages, we have seen that maths becomes a fear for children at primary level. This is just to show how currently maths is being taught. So this is a worksheet kind of way where some assignments are given to the children to perform. Say what is 2 plus 3, addition and subtraction kind of worksheets. These are basically all assessment, this is all assessment stuff for the children. This stuff doesn't impart learning to the children, as to why 2 plus 3 is 5. And how does a child basically understand that 2 plus 3 should be 5? Some examples of various worksheets, and if the child doesn't understand what this is, it causes a lot of frustration for the child, and he starts, fearing maths, and just, starts somehow the child would say that, no, this is not a subject that I want to study. Is that, the same worksheet which was given earlier on pen and paper, the same worksheet is wrapped around on a computer and given out as assignment to the children. So basically, there is no intervention in the learning process, in the process of understanding for the children, because what the child used to do on paper is now doing on computer, and the learning remains the same for the child. So, and if the child did not understand it on paper, obviously he will not understand, he or she will not understand on computer as well. So the frustration continues. So what does really Matific do? Matific has gamified the maths concepts for nursery to grade 6 children. We have hundreds and thousands of games on every concept of maths on our platform. Children basically understand the concepts of maths through these games. They play games. In the process, they understand the maths concepts. So they have fun while learning maths, which is really a very smart way of teaching the children, because one of the things that we have seen is that once the child starts playing games on Matific, they actually get hooked, and if the teacher has given 5 games to be played, they want to play more. That's what our observation has been all across the world. So this is, a small game. This is just an example of a small game which is trying to teach subtraction to the child. There are cherries on the table, and if you see that, the cherries are tied in groups of 2 at the stem. So the child initially counts, how many cherries are on the table. In the process, some children, who are still at the basic level will count them as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and up to 10, 20. But some other children who will be faster and smarter, they may count as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They'll be able to do that. So every game that we have in Matific is rich in terms of pedagogy, the way it is designed. It tries to teach some further skills to the child, in addition to just what the child is seeing purely in terms of learning that specific learning outcome. So this is a game that is trying to teach subtraction. There are cherries on the table. Here is a monster who comes. Monster eats cherries. And then, the next activity that the child has to do is, how many cherries are left on the table. So the child counts the cherries again and performs a subtraction operation and then gives the answer. This is something Yeah, this is another game which is trying to teach learning by doing to the child. It's a geometry operation that the child is performing. So make two trapezoids and use all the shapes. We give scissors and glue to the child. Child tries to first understand what a trapezoid is, which the teacher makes the child understand. And then the child tries to make a trapezoid out of the shapes that we have given to the child here. That's another game which is trying to teach, skip counting to the children. So like this, I can just show hundreds of games to you here, which we have on the platform that try to teach maths concepts to the child, to children. I would love to show you some of the games on the live platform, which I will at the end of my session. It will take just 5 minutes. Some more interesting games. This is a game that is trying to teach, basically we have picked up pizza and it is trying to teach fractions to the child through a pizza game, something that the child really understands. He picks a slice out of the pizza. All children eat pizza nowadays. So yeah, so we have picked up things from daily routine as well. What we do, what are the strengths of the program? Of course, it is gamified and all the games are pedagogically rich. They follow some solid principles which I will just come to in a short while. But what we do is that, when we implement Matific in a school, we make sure that that our program completely aligns with the curriculum of the school. That we ensure. We map the program with the school's curriculum. If the school is following CBSE, it's already mapped to the CBSE curriculum. If it is following ICSE, we have it already mapped to the ICSE, IB and IG curriculum. But if there is a state board curriculum that the school is following, then we pick the curriculum and we map the learning outcomes on the program with the state board curriculum. You don't need any big technology, you may not need smart boards in the classroom. Matific works in whatever technology setup your school currently has. And I'll show you some examples of that, how it has worked in some of the rural areas in our country. So this is, first we are seeing globally. This is a class in China where Matific has been implemented. And the teacher is showing Matific game in the classroom. And she's encouraging all the children in the class to come up and, speak answers to what is coming on the board. That makes the class huge, fun and participative for the children who are learning. Otherwise the children who would find the maths class very boring, Matific makes it very, very interesting for everyone. See how kids are jumping while the teacher is showing them the game. It is drawing a lot of interest of the children in the subject. This is a class in Argentina. Of course, this one is a slightly high-end school where they have a device for every child. So yes, children are playing games on Matific in the classroom, and teacher is able to see on her system which child is doing what and how much. Here, the children have been taken to a computer lab that is there in the school. And the teacher is working with the children in the lab and children are playing Matific games in the computer lab. This is in one of the schools in Brazil. Brazil is a country pretty much like India, in terms of technology setup and, where we are in terms of economic stuff as well. Matific, this is in Ukraine. Here the teacher has projected a game in the classroom and she is inviting children on the board and saying that, okay, you come and play this game and answer this specific question. So these are the different ways how Matific gets implemented. Here, there is one device and this is in Ghana. So Ghana doesn't have too much of technology right now in classrooms, but there is one device and children play the games in groups. But in groups of 4 or 5, they all understand how the games work and how the concept works. This is implementation of Matific in India. So, we basically signed up an agreement with the government of Tamil Nadu. The Ministry of Education asked us to run a pilot for them in one of the most rural areas in the state. So there is a district called Gobichettipalayam in Tamil Nadu near Madurai. We ran the pilot there in 150 schools, and we had about 23,000 children on board with us as part of that pilot. These kids were all in rural areas, in different schools. So we first trained this is a completely teacher-driven program. So we first trained all the teachers in these 150 schools. We trained about 426 teachers to be precise as part of this program. And then, the teachers used to spend 15 minutes twice a week. 15 minutes each time, twice a week with the program to just see, what topic they want to teach next and identifying some nice games around those topics and assigning those games to the children. School did not have technology at all. These were government schools in rural areas. They just had one smartboard and one computer. So the teacher was assigning all these games to the children as homework. Children would go back home, they would use their parents' smartphone, and then they would play the games on the smartphone. So in a pilot which ran for about 2.5 months, children played 7 lakh games. 23,000 children on board, they played 7 lakh games over a period of 2.5 months. It was so engaging for them. And we did a survey post the pilot, once the pilot got over, and we saw that children's interest in maths improved by 22%, and post pilot their test results in maths improved by 28% in that particular belt. So that was the power of the platform for the children in the area of Tamil Nadu. We are almost through with a similar agreement with the government of Karnataka. They are wanting to implement in 375 schools as a pilot before they make a purchase decision. So we will be having something like 100,000 students from Karnataka on board, and the pilot is starting at the end of this month. There are several pilots going in this, several schools in Delhi, Ghaziabad, Noida regions as well. We are coming to Lucknow for the first time here. But we want to really work with all of you, to make, and I'm sure you would like Matific, a lot as it gets seen in your schools. So yes, overall Matific makes an impact of an average of 34% on the child's maths results. That's how powerful the program is. Globally, there are several independent case studies and researches done on the program to assess, how children were performing before using Matific and how they performed after using Matific. Those research studies have shown that it improves by average 34%. There are thousands of schools across the globe who are using Matific. We are, like I said, we are there in 50 countries and in 45 plus world languages. That's what Matific is. I'll be very happy to show you some games online, just a couple of them maybe. It makes an impact of an average of 34% on the child's maths results. That's how powerful the program is. Globally, there are several independent case studies and researches done on the program to assess, how children were performing before using Matific and how they performed after using Matific. Those research studies have shown that it improves by average 34%. There are thousands of schools across the globe who are using Matific. We are, like I said, we are there in 50 countries and in 45 plus world languages. That's what Matific is. I'll be very happy to show you some games online, just a couple of them maybe. And I've opened up a puzzle which is based on the 4 operations skill. In maths they have this concept called BODMAS, bracket, open, division, addition, subtraction. So on BODMAS this puzzle is based. And this is the teacher view. So if you actually see here under the teacher tips, we give full lesson plans and complete information on all the games on the platform. So the teachers can actually go through the teacher tips and see how to play this game with the children, what kind of questions they can ask the children, or what kind of questions children can ask and how teachers can respond to those questions. So we give very comprehensive teacher tips. They can plan their lesson plans basis these tips. And this is a puzzle. Every game or every puzzle has 5 questions within it. So this is, let's say this is the first question. It says insert numbers which create an expression that equals 28.
Any maths teacher, please. What will be the first digit?
Would you have to multiply? 7 and 4.
7 and 4, yes.
Yeah. 6 levels of the number.
So I want you to answer till end.
So you will see that, yeah. When they do well, they get some stars.
Yeah.
You will see that in the first one, there was only one operation. So it starts with a simple puzzle. And as the child gives the correct answer, the level of the puzzle goes up. But if the child gives a wrong answer, then the level is maintained till the child is ready to move to the next level. So, which means that our program is adaptive and personalized. So every child, and you will see that if there are 100 children in one or two sections who are playing the games, all 100 do not receive the same numbers. So these numbers are different. No two children will receive the same numbers on the puzzle or any maths activity that we have. And it recognizes every child's level where the child is and then gives questions to the child basis his or her individual level. So let's see, what happens if we answer wrongly. If we give a wrong answer and say done, it gives a little jig saying that the child needs to try again. This is not the correct answer. We're not giving a huge red cross here saying, oh, you've gone wrong. No, that's not what we want to tell to the child. We want to encourage the child and give a safe environment to the child to try again. So it gives basically, 3 trials for each question to the child. And after 3 trials, if the child is not giving the right answer, then the platform actually shows to the child, what the correct answer should be and how one arrives at that answer. This was a puzzle around 4 operations. If answers incorrect answer 3 times, the platform shows to the child, actually how the operation has to be performed and what will be the correct answer. So these were just few examples that we wanted to show to you. But like this, there are a huge number of games and activities in the platform. Because many schools asked for it, we also have, in addition to games, worksheets. So if teachers want to, pick up any worksheets and give out those as assignments, those are also there on the platform. Yeah, I think that's what we wanted to show. Any questions that you have, we'll be happy to answer. That is about a year away. The assignments that the teacher has given. Then they can go offline, play the games, and whenever they connect next, the teacher will get to see whatever they have. Play a couple of games in the class with the children and then assign games, 5 or 6 on that concept, to the children to play at home. And then the children play either on the computer at home or with their parents at home. And then whatever the child does, each child's by each topic report will be visible to the teacher. Whether they are understanding a topic or not understanding, or class-wise if the whole class is struggling on some topic.
Both.
So teachers have
And
their own.
they can use it on desktop also?
Yes.
Laptop, desktop?
Yes. Yes.
I was saying teachers also have their app. So while going back home in the bus or at the traveling time, it can be used
Now they can.
It's very handy
They
and you
can
can
do
allocate the activities.
that correction work on their way to.
Ma'am,
But they can see the system auto work, all of that, they can see on the phone.
and for worksheets and all the
Ma'am,
analysis
all the
that we
topics
do.
are covered.
Yes.
Class-wise.
It's completely mapped grade-wise to the entire CBSE and ICSE curriculum, also to the IB and IG curriculum. Both of them are mapped. State level we map as we come, some school comes up and says that we follow the state level curriculum. So we map it. Like when we worked with the government of Tamil Nadu, we mapped it with the local TN maths syllabus.
Have you approached UP government? Because one of the worst results of learning, if you've seen the Acer report, is the worst is in the UP. A class 8 child cannot add.
Yeah. Ma'am,
So that's the first thing. I don't know whether you've done it with UP or not. Have you approached
So
UP
far we
government?
haven't approached the UP government. We are trying to get to the Delhi government. But we have to approach.
Source. But ASER does that here.
Yeah.
Australian Council for
Pratham people
Education.
they do it. No,
Yeah.
ASER is a
ACES is done by Pratham. Pratham, yeah.
Pratham, they have
Yeah.
all the government UP government schools, and this is what they found exactly. Like children, they don't know the alphabet, English alphabet, even the Hindi alphabet up to class 8.
And that is the reason numeracy and literacy have a special place.
So you wanted to say something? Well, like for class 1, for counting, so we have given an activity that how many astronauts are there, right? And how to make satellite. So these are the words which we generally don't give exposure to nursery kids or to grade 1 kids, right? Meerkat. So in fact, I didn't know that there is some species of animal that's called as meerkat, which I have learned from them. Right, so there will be
You have to see
exposure.
Animal Planet to know.
Right, so there are many such activities which will connect to the real life application. Plus,
Implement.
Yeah, and the
And
cost.
what will be the voluntary involvement like?
Yeah, ma'am. So basically, like I said, it depends on what client connection. We suggest to the schools that when the teacher, let's say she's introducing the concept of subtraction in the class. So the teacher introduces the concept in the class, and then she opens up and plays 3 or 4 games on subtraction in the classroom, just so that the concept becomes clearer to the child, and that also makes the classroom lot engaging. And then she assigns another 5 or 7 games on subtraction. Let's say that whole week is the subtraction week. So she can assign twice, 5 games one day, 5 games another day for the child to play at home. Yes, ma'am.
Well, as I think Mama has put it, probably it was pilot, but then the government pilot is anyways paid for pilot. So here we are looking at, first to see the outcome of it. You're saying it's mapped with CBSE, and many groups, what they do is they do a pilot in the school in the sense that they let the thing run for a month, and the teachers are involved in the usage of it, in the utility of it, and then the report is generated internally and through you of what is the actual outcome of it and what is the actual usage of it.
Yes.
So is that scope available?
Absolutely. We are doing this, ma'am, with quite a few schools in Delhi, Ghaziabad, Noida, etc., and in Mumbai also. So we are very open to that, and it will be a no-cost pilot for you. We don't charge anything for the pilot. As part of the pilot, we also train your concerned maths teachers. So if your pilot is for classes 1, 2, 3, 4, then we train all the maths teachers of these classes for your school, and then the teachers drive the usage, they drive the program in the school. Thank you. Any other question? Sir,
no questions from back?
Backbenchers.
So we are working with government schools in Tamil Nadu, and we are about to kick a pilot at the end of this month in Karnataka government schools, Maharashtra. So we are progressing, in the early part of the year.
Yeah.
So I think.
Waiting for the
Now we will start with award and felicitation ceremony. Thank you so much for giving your valuable time. And without delaying the things, I would like Mrs. Viva Majan to felicitate some of the schools, principals and participants with certificates. So I will describe that how did we categorize the schools for best school in the region. So we have 8 parameters. So we keep on doing the school ranking activities and we put on our media portal, as I told you. So they are around 10 lakh viewers per month on our portal. So this is certified by Google Analytics, and the whole session report will be published on that portal as well. So you can see, I'll inform and mail you the link as well. Thank you so much, ma'am. Once again, now I'll call Principal of Allen House Public School, Panki Kanpur. Please. Thank you so much, ma'am. If you would like to say a few words about the school, few points.
About my school.
Yeah.
Of course, this is a good platform to speak about my school, but I would have rather preferred that we had more parents here to speak to. We have a chain of schools. We have one branch of Allen House in Lucknow. One of the gentlemen told me, yes, he is aware of it, Teliba. And we have 3 branches running in Kanpur. This is the endeavor from the Super House Education Foundation. I won't say that we are looking at the best of the academic achievements, but what we are looking at in our school is a better human being, a better citizen. And as we have talked about, good parenting as a stakeholder in parents and school, we look forward to creating an environment where we can bring the better citizens who will take care of us as we grow older. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Principal of Victor High School, Lucknow.
I think the certificate speaks for yourself. We are a group of schools run by a management based in Mumbai, Rustum Kerawala Foundation. And this is the first school of North India, the second one being at Gurugram. We are coming up more. In the next few years, we will see schools more in Lucknow, Kanpur. So we believe in creating global citizen. It is a global time with instilling our own culture and beliefs in them. So I would invite each one of you to come visit my premises, visit our teachers, and be my guest. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I would like to call representative from St. Anandram Jaipuria School. Sir, please.
School in Kanpur, St. Anandram Jaipuria at the cantonment itself, right at the railway fatak. as they call us, the Fatak School. Ours is a school where we focus a lot on child-centric environment. And we focus a lot on making our students highly independent. Very recently, we've completed a program called the Comfest, and I think many of you have heard of it. It's totally student-driven and one of the largest functions in India itself. The whole thing is done by the students. It's funded by the students. They get the sponsors and they run the 4-day show themselves. So this is one of the specialties of our school. Thank you.
And now I would like to invite Principal of Scholars Mission. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Rita Saxena, Principal Scholar Mission School. My school is at the age of infancy right now. We have started a new school. It's hardly 3 years old, and this year only we entered to senior secondary zone. Means till now we have only till secondary school, and here in our school we have just one mission to prepare the children to be ready for 21st century. That's it. Thank you.
Now I would like to invite some of the principal for Best Principal Award. Mrs. Archana Nigam, Principal, Delhi Public School. Please stand up.
Thank you so much for giving this award. I am Archana Nigam from Delhi Public School, Kalyanpur. And this school started in the year 2000 with a very small strength. Now we are, almost having a strength of around 4,000. Of course, we are almost 20 years old. And like some of the schools have mentioned, we also believe in the same philosophy. That is, children should be good human beings apart from all academic achievement. We cannot be successful ever unless and until we are creating good human beings. So that is the must and basic of education. We also believe in very strong personality development of the children. And like in Jaipuria, he talked about having Comfest. In the same manner, a student-driven program, Panorama, which we hold, which again is very popular all over India, and which we will be holding on 13th and 14th of December this year. And all the schools are invited who are sitting over here. So I hope a lot of participation and expect a lot of participation, and all the best to all the other fellow members over here. Congratulations to each one of you. Thank you.
Dr. Rita Saxena for Best Principal Award. Please, ma'am, please come. Now I would like to invite our great panelists, those who have given valuable time. I would like to invite Mrs. B. Singh, Principal of Navadeva Radiant Senior Secondary School.
No, I said a lot about parenting.
Well, ours is one of the oldest private schools of Lucknow. I think first to be affiliated way back in 1980. It's a girls' school. It's in the middle of a crowded part of the city, but it's like an island, a surprising island, where we teach our girls to be very vibrant, very confident, and what we talked about today. We try and do it right from the beginning, but it's a huge mammoth toss as we talk. So we welcome you to our school ever if you come, and all the best to everyone. We all are doing what child-centric education we are doing for the children, and that's the need of the hour today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I would like to invite Mrs. Hema Kalakoti, ma'am.
My school name is APS Academy. It's on Rivalry Road. It was established in 1998, and we are catering students from all strata of society. And as all have mentioned, we are working for the holistic development of the child to become a good human being. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, Dr. Mandeep Kaur from Lucknow Public School.
I'm from Lucknow Public School, and we are having around 8 schools. It's a chain of schools, and it is C.P. Singh Foundation. And since 1984, the very first branch that we had, that is Sector D branch in LDA Colony, Kanpur Road. And now we are catering for 2 more branches about to open. One is in Eldico and one is in Unnao. And now we already have 1 branch in Unnao also. Raebareli we have got 2 branches. So now again we'll be having 2 more branches in one in Unnao and one in Lucknow itself. And our motto is Dhyanat Labhate Sarvam. It means if you have gained something, the education is useless if you are not going to spread it. So it is Dhyanat Labhate Sarvam. Let everyone get educated through me, through you, through everyone. Thank you.
Patel, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Rupali Patel, Principal of Lucknow Public School, the Vrindavan branch. First of all, I would like to show my gratitude to Mr. Amit for inviting me for this valuable input that we have received from various eminent principals of Kanpur and Lucknow as well. To tell about my school, it is being founded by Dr. S.P. Singh in 1983. We are also a chain of schools. We have 11 schools. Recently, 2 years back, we have also opened 1 school in Delhi. Very soon, we are coming up in Maharashtra, that is in Mumbai also. We are setting our school over there, and we are catering around 28,000 students altogether. And our vision and our mission is excellence for all, excellence from all. So this is our vision for which we are working hard. The quality assurance for the children as well as holistic development is the prime motto. In fact, it is the prime motto of every educationist nowadays. So thank you so much.
I would like to call the representative from Children's Academy, Harpit Mishra. please come forward. So we will be having the group photo. If you please.
एक मिनट वेट करिएगा मैम.
School, please.
मंजुला गोस्वामी.
Okay, in front of that hall, please join for lunch.